Hey, we're going to go over three things with investing and how to choose the investment property and what the proper right property is. Again, I'm Dustin Woodley with Camelot Properties, bringing to you a little bit more of the real estate market update. So right now, investors are starting to come out of the woodwork a little bit more than they used to, and it's great. People starting to invest in the market again, but there's three things to consider. First thing is what type of property and what is your end game. So, like if you buy a single family property, that's great investment. And if you ever have to offload it, it's a little easier because you can sell to another investor if it's rented, or you can sell it to an individual that, if it's vacant, wants to live in it. But the benefit of a multifamily is, single family, if it's empty, you're paying the mortgage or you have an empty asset that's not performing. A duplex, triplex, or quad, you can end up with, unless something freaky happens, most of the time you will always have some type of income, because even if one side moves out, you still have these other sides that are living in there and paying in. So the benefit of a multifamily is that you almost always have income. Now, downside is if you go to a sale, most people don't want to buy and live in a multifamily as their primary residence. So that's a little, but if you are open to that, that is a great investment strategy, because you can get financing as if you're living in the place. So your down payment would be less than in buying it as an investment. Again, so what type of property are you looking at is a big thing. The other thing is location. Location can play such a factor on if is it a short-term goal or is it a long-term goal. Owning some properties where the cash flow is not going to be there on the day-to-day, the month-to-month, you're going to cover the note, you're going to make a little bit of money or maybe not much, but the values in that area are exponentially going up. So your exit strategy may be a year from there, 2 years from there, 3 years from there, but you're going to let that values go up, sell the property, and be able to take a large chunk of money. But then there's the other flip side where maybe you buy the property, the values aren't going up a lot, but the cash flow is extremely well in that area. So, you've got to sort of, when you're talking to your realtor, decide what is your goal. Is this a short term? Do you want cash flow on the monthly and a big payout on the back end? Or are you looking for cash flow today and every month? So multiple ways to go at it and invest. But the location can also, you'll have areas where maybe the values aren't exponentially going up, but the cash flow is extremely great, but you're going to have a harder turn. People moving in and moving out more frequently. Of course, then you have some areas where people move and tend to stay long term. So you're keeping the tenants longer. So you won't have as much turn cost in between because they're going to stay longer. Multiple things, but different locations seem to, have different scenarios. Local rules and regulations. You want to make sure if you're buying this for, let's say, an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast or something other than a traditional rental, and even a traditional rental, you want to make sure that there are no rules and regulations that prevent what your purpose for this property is. Recently saw a bunch of properties come on the market. They were being used as Airbnbs, and come to find out the HOA in an entire neighborhood had rules and regulations against Airbnb in short-term rentals. So you could rent it by 6 months plus, but you could not do day to day or week to week or month to month rentals. So this person, investor, not one of my clients, had purchased all these properties and now are having to liquidate them extremely fast because their investment strategy cannot be done at that location. So that's something else, is knowing the local rules and regulations for an area. Again, a realtor can help you with all of these scenarios, that is familiar with investments, investing, working with investors. Here at Camelot, we help people buy, sell their local real estate. We help them manage their investment portfolios. We help them build their investment portfolios, and we help them rehab their investment portfolios. But we also help the single family person that wants to buy and or get into investing and start learning or start building a portfolio. Again, I'm Dustin Woodley with Camelot Properties. Feel free to call, text, or email if you have any questions on anything that we've gone over. Or if you have a property that you need some help on or some advice, feel free to reach out for me. Look forward to working with you or talking with you in the near future. Thank you.